Right. Hello again. I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm creating these planned streams all the time, and I wonder if I can. The way I understand, like, Twitch is like you have a channel and you're live or not. Like, does YouTube have that? Because I see I can stream without choosing a planned stream. But yeah, doesn't matter. Let's get back into it. So I think we wanted to test if let's see, because it seemed like the linting worked. It was the formatting that crashed the server. So I wonder if we actually pass encoded URIs on linting, and why do we do that on linting? Is it the client that does it, or? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, there's something wrong with the process. What the hell? Let's restart. Yeah, you see this? The linting is working just fine, and that, I believe, that is also using the same. It's using the same. Yeah, you see this? Now it's slugged, not encoded. Cool. So where does that happen? I would expect it to be in the client. So let's take a look in the client first. So we have the environment we have our Monaco editor behind the environment interface, where we have the language client, and I think, is this diagnostic? Yeah, publish diagnostics. Rewrite LSP to Monaco. Yeah, rewrite LSP to Monaco URI. Parse URI. Okay, I can't see anything that does that encoding, but maybe like the parse thing does it. So let's see if the formatter does the same. Document range. Document formatting provider. So as formatting options. So I guess this should actually contain. Oh no, that's formatting options. Where is that? Oh, sorry, text document. As text document identifier. Remap URI. Oh, remap model URI. Okay. But why isn't oh, I didn't like that song. Oh. Why where was the Alice diagnostics? Monaco URI. Because here we're using model markers. This is something else. Okay, I have a feeling it's the. No. Where was it? Manager. I have a feeling it's this thing. No, where? Fuck, where did it go? Damn it. Formatting. We did as text document identifier, and this was using remap URI. Where the hell is this coming from? There we go. Yeah, rewrite Monaco to LSP URI. Oh, here we have it. Rewrite Monaco to... But wasn't that the same thing? Oh no, that was the opposite. Sorry, that was the opposite. So I think this is the problem. We're not encoding this. But already here, it states that it's a URI. Okay, we are going to log this in the client. What the fuck? That's kind of my log queue. So let's look at the URI. And let's see if it's being used by the linter as well. There we go. Yeah, you see that? But I'm very curious why the linter isn't breaking. Like, here it states that the path... Oh, and then formatted. Oh, that's interesting. But that's something else. That's CUID. What the hell is this? Path? Get absolute path? What's this weird path? Oh, CUID from... Okay. Oh, sorry. It's a mapping. Okay. Anyways, that's not... but why isn't... why is it able to... No, wait. Sorry. Oh, god damn it. This is, of course... Wait, what? What's happening here? I have to ask about this. Maybe the issue is more the time it takes. Sorry, I have to revisit my console log here. I think I'm... Where did I put it? Was it here? Ah, where the hell did I put that? What the fuck? Oh, did I remove it again? It's in the... Yeah. Oh yeah, it was here. Yeah, because I just... This is of course the keys. And those are actually... yeah, let's put back... Let's look at the URI. And let's build this. I want to know if the linting works. That's... or why the linting works. Why is that giving the correct URI? Where was I? Are we here? No, we're here. Okay, so we're sending path without the thingy. What does this thing say? Why is it hello? Yeah, so that has the slug. So encoding. I don't know why I'm calling it slug. So that has the encoding, and it goes through the same thing. Okay, so what if I try to format now? This has the same, but for some reason here it's not. So we seem to pass it correctly from, yeah. What the hell? Okay, so let's look at the linter. Does this do like get document or something? This is what I don't understand, because we have this generic way of grabbing the document, right? So, oh, sorry, here's formatting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, publish diagnostics. We get the document. We path from file URI. I think that might be missing. Yeah, path from file URI. And we're not doing that here. Yes, that's it. File path. Oh, sorry, we are, but we're not using it here. Cool, that's it. So let's remove the what the fuck comment. We found it. Nice. Let's see if it works. What? What? That should have fixed it. Get document file path. Okay, so that wasn't the issue. Path from file URI. It has to be that one. What the fuck? Text document formatting. Do we have anything else? Publish diagnostics. No. Okay, why didn't that work? Because it's using this one, right? Okay, we have to log and see what the hell is happening. Because where did it actually fail? Has not been open. TypeScript server, LSP proxy 44. But that is coming from middleware? Wait a minute. Middleware? Middleware 76. And then it hits the server at 77. Well, yeah, rewrite request. And then it hits the LSP proxy. But it hits the LSP proxy at 44. Which is get document. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but funny thing, no. Wait a minute. What is this? JSON server. Oh. Oh, we have more of these. Ah, okay. So this is... Yeah, we have to do this everywhere. Path from your file path. Yeah, I think we have to make sure this is the case for all of them. Yeah, we have the same here. But then the question is, does Prettier do the same? That's oh, but maybe it just... So, yeah, wait a minute. So, when we... Where are we? I don't understand this. Why didn't that fix it? Prettier format. Get format. What the hell is that? Get format document response. What the hell is this? Get format response. Oh, and here we do. Yeah, I think we should remove that because now it's already been formatted. But still, like, why is it saying that? Why isn't this been changed? That's what I don't understand. Because it's not grabbing the... Yeah, I think we should at least remove this to make it more consistent. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Wait, what the... No, we... God damn it. What the hell is this? Why isn't this working? Okay. Sorry, I'm just answering an issue. With a reason. And I also asked a colleague Ace about streaming. If I understand, the planned stream event creates a link ahead of time for a channel pending when you do the live stream. That way they can see reminders to show when you. Cool. But what is the URL when I just go live? Yeah, so like, can I go to youtube.com? Is it Christian? No, Alfoni stream? Is that the thing? Yeah, whatever. No, I guess it's Christian Alfoni. Okay, so this is. But is this like, but it has a specific URL. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, which URL do I? Yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. Where were we? We built that thing. We need to run it. So when not focusing the tab. Let's see. I see. The spot also means, but live on the spot also means there will be no recording stored on YouTube. Let's see. So what the hell creates the encoding? So it's not this path from file URI. What the hell creates it? It's not coming from the client. So let's look at the diagnostics. Where is the diagnostics? Oh, oops, sorry. So wait a minute. Sorry, the LSP proxy thing. Where is it? Here we have it. Where was it? Was it here? We did the no. Didn't we have like this was formatting? Where's the diagnostics? I can't. I'm confused. Where's the diagnostics? Publish diagnostics. Then we have any process message. This is not it. Was it just in here? No, that can't be it. Where the hell? Oh, maybe that is the problem. That we parse it. Because we don't seem... Oh, this is interesting. Oh, let's check that. So maybe it's opposite. Maybe it's... where's the file path? So let's look at the... Yeah, but then... Yeah, okay. So it might be two different things here. We used this one, which is not the actual path. But it was encoded. But when we now do path from file URI, we parse it and then it actually decodes it. So if my theory is right here, this one should be correct, but the path is wrong. Oh. While this one has a correct path, but it's not encoded. That's my theory. Let's see. Let's see, let's start it again. Let's see. So the path, no. The URI is not encoded either. So this is coming from the client, right? This is message params. This is straight from the client. But when I look at this, path formatted, like maybe we have something else in the client that deals with this. Because this looked perfectly fine as well, but they are sent, and both of them are sent as LSP requests. Okay, I don't understand this. Why is sending a formatting request different than sending some other request as text document identifier, It's the same thing. What kind of I wonder what kind of message we sent to the hover provider. Yeah, that's the thing I used. Okay, let's look at this again. So console.log text document URI hover, and then when we're formatting, document formatting provider. super confused. Oh. Okay, so that's not encoded yet. Okay, so that makes okay. So not even that is actually encoded. But when we get it on the server, it is encoded. How the hell does that happen? I don't understand. I don't understand. Where does that happen? So this knows nothing about I guess it's because when we send linting requests, does it go through? Of course it goes through this because we have both prettier and ESLint here. But if the message method is formatting, we go in and we grab the document. But how does it how does it send is incoming? Wait a minute, what is this rewrite request? This only happens for oh, this is interesting. So where is this being used? Connection middleware. Okay, so we like I haven't implemented like all the LSP stuff is quite complex, like how everything's connected. So I'm kind of discovering how it actually works as I'm trying to fix this bug, which is a great way to learn. But like I have no idea what the middleware is. I have no idea what the LSP proxy is, like conceptually how they relate to each other. It's like my colleague who wrote this is on vacation, so I don't have a chance to ask, but I think that's a good thing. So I'm not confused because of the implementation. I'm just confused because I haven't looked into it, just to make that clear. Yes, so in the middleware, we are rewriting, we are getting the request, and then we are rewriting it. So that means what I don't understand is where the encoding happens. Could that be because, so what happens here is that we'll just return I'm trying to understand where the get document function is called for linting. That's what I wonder. This is for formatting, but when is that called for linting? Like, just does that just happen under the hood? So this is for formatting, this is for formatting, and this is for formatting. So what I wonder is, wait, this is diagnostics, but this is on the way out. But this is coming from... Okay, I'm curious about this, because this seems to be... Where is this coming from? Method, message. Okay, so this is an LSP notification. So I think in this case, it has already been handled. So we are like passing in... Okay, let's look at this. Params URI. I have a feeling this is already encoded. And if it is, that would mean we can't... I was thinking about doing the encoding inside here. That would make sense. But if this one is already encoded, then we have a problem. Linting messages straight through to the linter, which does the encoding, but the formatters are handled. Yeah, I don't understand, because the old implementation we used... Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, I'm still confused. But the tricky thing about fixing this is that somewhere we need to do the encoding. And if we do it in the wrong place, we might be doing double encoding. And that makes an invalid URL as, URI as well, or an invalid path. Yeah, you see this? Here it's already encoded. So we can't safely do it here. But we can do it in the formatters explicitly. So what I suggest we do... wow, this is tricky. Like, how do we make this obvious that we need to do this? So it basically means we need to encode here, but we have to do that every place we I do wonder why we don't have to do it when we... Yeah, I feel very confident that we solve it if we just do this encode URI component. But we have to do it in all the places. And then I'll just have to... I think I'm going to make a comment here that... warning. This function cannot handle encoding of the path because it is being used also by already encoded paths. Yeah, I think we just have to do it like that. Did I console? What change did I make here? I added a warning. I added the thingy, the thingy, the thingy, the thingy. What did I do here? Oh. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't understand why it's certain situations that is it there? Yeah. I wonder what the diff is. I don't understand. I'm a bit confused that it's because I removed the line. Where was it? Found document. Oh, was it because... Oh yeah, it wasn't... There's no diff. But if I look here, it states that this was added. That's weird to me. But if I do git... Yeah, right. Oh, it's because it's staged? I'm confused by this staged stuff. Oh. Yeah, I have this feeling that we should like never stage. Yeah. We really should never stage files. Like it creates so much confusion. Like I'm saying that bluntly. But it does create a lot of confusion. This staging, like there's a lot of concept in Git that's like powerful in its own sense, but it creates a lot of confusion when you try to create an accessible experience. So I think we need to like abstract away the concept of staging. Conceptually, you're just saying these are the files I'm going to handle. I see there is a lot. I get very often confused by staged files, either related to commits failing, which I know Ria is working on, but also just when I try to diff a file and change it. If it is staged, if the change I revert to the files, or if the change is, if the file is staged, it is in it. The diff is not really, the diff does not really make sense, because when you reset the diff manually, you still have a change on the file. So I want to propose that we abstract away the concept of staging completely. I wonder why it was staged in the first place. We conceptually just have changes. We check boxes and diffs from remote. from original content of file. There is no staged state. I'm not sure how we can ensure this, because I do not even understand why certain files are being staged. But maybe we could but how would we? Why was the LSP proxy file staged? I never added it. Why was it staged? Yeah, there's an in progress PR on staging related things. I'll rather look into it then. Okay, but we should test this first. Let's see. So for us at CodeSandbox, one of our core values is accessibility. And we don't want to remove the ability to work with low-level Git. You can do that in the terminal. But when it comes to the opinionated experience, which is our UI, we want to make Git more accessible. And staging is not accessible. As you just saw, I was super confused by the diff. We've had issues where you want to select something in the checkbox, and it matters if it's unstaged or staged and stuff like that, and we don't want that thing there. But as I said, you can always... What the fuck? Why didn't this work? Oh. Ha. We're also slugging the path. Fuck. So we... Oh, what does this mean? Of course, this won't work. How do we... But does it mean only the file name? What the fudge? Does this mean we have to... I think we need to create a utility. So it has to be something like encode path parts. Like how to encode. Yeah, I'm a little bit encode. Is this? Oh, we shouldn't do encode component probably. So test slug ts. Yeah, sorry, it's encode your URI. That's what I did wrong. So encode URI. Encode URI. And encode URI. What did I change here? Did I change anything here? Yeah, the thingy. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, we're discussing in our PR descriptions, we're injecting links. And some people want it in a comment, but that kind of, yeah, did we talk about this? And then, but that kind of removes the concept of the PR being a CodeSandbox PR. But there's an issue injecting links in a PR description. It's when you try to inject it while a user is editing the PR. And sometimes when you create a PR, you instantly edit it. And then you get an error when you try to save it, which is really bad. One could argue that when injecting to PR, we should not do it instantly. We should wait as the links are not really valuable for the person who created the PR. Anyways, I'm not, by the way, I'm not showing Slack on the stream in case I share something I shouldn't, so sorry for not. What the fudge? Project picture, packages, picture agent. Yeah, but this is kind of true, right? Because we're not actually coding correctly. Hi, Adam. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get back to the LSP proxy. Because where's the get document? There we have it. I think this path is like the absolute path, and we are storing these documents by relative path. Which maybe we can see. Let's search for it again. Get document, file path. That's formatting, publish diagnostics. Yeah, I have a feeling here we actually get the thing. Yeah, but we didn't have remove root. Where is this being used? In the tests. Okay, I know what's wrong. The problem is that we send the absolute path, but we store it as a relative path, and actually I think maybe this one should ensure that the URI is relative. So what happens here is that the problem is this function. It's being called in different contexts. It's being called when we receive an LSP response or a linting response, and we want to publish some diagnostics. But then the URI is already encoded and it's relative, it seems to me. Let's take a look at that again, by the way. Okay, I want to check this again. I'm confused. Oh yeah, TypeScript question. Like, I have no idea how long I'm going to do the stream, so maybe we can look at it, Adam, after. I just want to see if I can get this. I'm this close to making this work, and I'm happy to take a break with a TypeScript issue before we dive into more bugs. Okay, so when I hover, there we go. So when I hover that thing, we're linting. It's the absolute path. So why didn't it find the document? The fudge. Okay, let's check again. Grab doc. Oh, next 4 hours. Okay, great. I have, I think I have a session. Yeah, we have the all hands at 2:30. Yeah, so we'll find some time to look at it before that. And then this documents keys. Wait, file path? What the hell was that? Where was the thingy? Oh. Oh, I'm so... So this file path... That wasn't encoded. Was it? Lint. Wait a minute. There's something. Oh, that's interesting. We're getting issues with linting when we reconnect. Because it's not open yet, the document. That's interesting. Anyways, what I was wondering is this previous lint thing. Where did we do linting? Did we have some linting? Yeah, you see this? Lint? This isn't encoded. How the... Huh? What the... I'm super confused. I just checked this one and it was encoded. Oh, but that was the URI, sorry. Okay, so path from file URI. Actually, the codes it? Yeah. Oh my god, this is so confusing. So the URI comes encoded and then this thing decodes it. And that's why I suddenly, yeah. Yeah, but here we do get document on the URI and not the file path. Because here it's, oh wow. So what I think we should do to make this consistent is we do encode. Yeah, we rather do this, encode URI. So now it's consistent. Every time we... Oh, but this is good. No, no, no. Okay, wait, this is good because we can move it into, yes, yes, we can. So we do file path. But does that mean, does the linter understand this? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So we're going to do file path here. And we're going to drop all these ones. Like the problem here isn't fixing it, it's just making it consistent. There's no more encode URI now. There is. Okay. And so we're going to go in here and we're actually going to do this. Then we're going to build it. And then we have to remember to remove this. Maybe we can just, is this how we, yeah. Takes URI and extract it as an encoded path. Oh. Now we're probably not getting any linting. Like it breaks immediately. Yeah. Has not been open. But this is interesting. No, we got double encoding suddenly. Why the hell did we do that? Oh, for fuck's sake. I think I know why. It's because we passed this in and it doesn't actually... Okay. Well, not this one, but this other one. Where is it? Not here. For fuck's sake. It must be here. Rewrite. Is this? Yeah. So this one, I thought when parsing it would encode it, decode it, but it doesn't do that. So what I think we need to do is to flip it around. So we do the code URI here. We need to decode the URI here. And we should change the name of this to make it perfectly encoded path from file URI. So that just makes sure that like using this function, we know that we get like an encoded thing back. And now we can rather comment. Oh, oops. Now we can rather comment here. The URI passed here is already encoded. So we need to decode to avoid. So this is much better because now we have, let's see, encode path from URI. Now we have a very explicit encode. now we're extremely explicit that we get an encoded path. And then the exception is this thing that we get. And it also makes you question, like if we were to implement something later, you would see that we are like encoding the path from the file URI, which would make you like question the format of the thing we send in there. The URI passed here is already encoded, so we need to decode to avoid double encoding. I wish there was a way to, like, I guess you can't really, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we need to fix the other ones. So this is my reasoning. I guess there's scenarios where this is confusing as well, but that's the name of the game. Okay, let's try building it now. So I guess a different strategy here would be that we don't store maybe that's a better way. Oh, maybe that's a better fix. We don't wait a minute. Wait, no. A better fix is that we don't store encoded paths in our map. Like you see here, we actually store it as and maybe we do that. I wonder if we actually do that explicitly. Document set. No. We could also state that we store paths as decoded URIs. So when you try to get that document, we can change the parameter there to be decoded URI. That way we wouldn't have any logic. Yeah, that's even better. So let's rather do this. Decoded URI, decode URI. We store all documents with a decoded URI path. Oh, but this is interesting. We even I'm confused. So we store okay. I'm struggling with this conceptually, what we should do. Should we store it as decoded URIs? And then we ensure to decode the URI in the linter, in the published diagnostics? Or do we just keep storing it as encoded URI and then we just have to encode the URIs on the formatting? Yeah, I think we should do that because that's the least amount of changes. So we're going to do a reset. God damn it. So here we are doing, but we have to make sure encode URI, because this is not encoded. And then in this get document thing, encoded URI. We just at least be explicit about that. And then in the LSP proxy, we'll also call it encoded URI. Document that has not been opened, or URI has not been encoded. Yeah, I think this is how we should do it. So nobody else gets into this. So formatting encode URI. Fucking neighbor. And then here we do the same for formatting encode URI. Yes. Now we should be good. And let's run it. And let's see. So we got our linting error here still. Okay, there we go. And we got our formatting running. Nice. Okay, let's ship this. Properly encode formatting URIs. And make sure we know where to. Sure we and highlight that we do expect encoded URIs. Let's look up. Okay, create PR. Fix. Fix formatting issue with special character files. We were not encoding certain URIs when looking up LSP documents. When looking up LSP, we were not encoding certain URIs when looking up, which we do now. Also made sure that we know this needs to happen for future implementations. And I guess Evis needs to look at this as well. So Adam, do you want to join me on the stream? I have this magical link I can give you. that you just click it and you're in the browser and you're connected to the stream and we can talk, or we can just do it through comments. No pressure. I'll write it in the comments. You wanna join stream? I have a magical link. Or we can just do it through comments. No pressure. Hi there. I just fixed a bug fix. No, I didn't fix a bug fix. I fixed a bug. So we're yeah, I'll send it. Should I send you it on linear? Yeah, let's see. I think I'm on. No, not on linear, but on Discord. I mean, God damn, all these names. I think because you're on Adam. Where are you at? Are you on my friends list? Yeah, you are. That's nice. Okay, I think in some browsers it's a bit difficult to find a button that kind of makes the screen sharing bigger. But yeah, try it. Yeah, Discord. Yeah. Yeah, so Adam is joining me for some TypeScript exploration, which is completely spontaneous, which is fun. I guess are we going to TypeScript Playground maybe? Oh. Hello? Let's see, interview. Yeah. In green. Do I have to add you first? Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Oh, there we are.
How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. 7.5 hours of sleep last night, so it's getting back to normal. What about you?
Yeah, we're going all right. It's just coming out of winter, so it's good to see some sunshine. Although nothing like a winter over there, but you know we do complain about
of course
15 or 10 degrees over here.
It's relative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let me see if I can make this bigger. It's very small.
Yeah, there is a button. I know are you using Chrome or?
What am I in? I'm in Edge, I think, which is Chrome these days, but
yeah, because it's hard to find the button that makes it bigger. It's really weird.
Hang on, swap camera. Yeah, that's me.
And I think it's like it's not close to the actual screen sharing. It's like somewhere else in the UI. I haven't actually seen the UI, so
It's very weird.
yeah, it's super weird. I also have a colleague who actually just like zoomed in on the. But yeah, it's
All right, yeah.
funny they didn't figure that out.
Cool, yeah. So I've got this, I don't know if it's easier if I share, but
yeah, maybe you can do that.
let's see if that works. Screen share.
Oh, nice. And if I click solo, oh, this is cool.
Okay. Hopefully that's viewable.
Yeah.
Okay. So I suppose that I've got this thing where there's a bunch of suppose they're variable. Well, they're really like enums or string enums, I suppose, but they're kind of like. Just get rid of that for now. I'll just call this like 3. Something. And I've got this sort of procedure where you could, obviously you can make them consts and then use typings to sort of have type equals type s equals 3 or 4 or whatever. Especially if these are consts or whatever. Yeah, anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to use type of 3 and type of 4.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But there's this case where I kind of, I might have a function that passes that in, and it expects one of those. So yeah, we could have like function blah key example, right? And that's calling that's going to be exactly what you expect, right? But there's this circumstance where I want to have like say I wanted to match just 1.2 dot star.
Yeah.
For example, I've got the code that handles when you do that, but I'm trying to figure out the best way. Now you can obviously do that or whatever, and then it works, but then you kind of don't get anything.
Yeah, I think I see. If you give me the link to
do something like this as well. I'll send you the link.
But it should still be.
Because I know that if the SG works, like you get those, but it will still accept that.
Yeah.
The problem is if I did that, that doesn't exist. So
yeah, that should fail.
I know that you've done some stuff when you were doing the
yeah,
Timsy or whatever, or one of those.
Yeah, template literal stuff.
Template literals, but I was like, is that even possible? Like, would you have to generate like, what if I wanted that, or if
Yeah, I think it's a fun challenge. That's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason I can't. Why aren't I getting the code for now thing? That's weird. Oh, copy.
Did you? I sent it on Discord. Did you see that?
Yeah, I paste it and then.
I did an explicit share there. Maybe try that second link. I don't know if it's the same.
Now it works. Works. How do I change back?
I can stop sharing. and then it should flip back maybe.
Why is my iPhone one of the screens here? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I'm here. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I have yeah, so that's like S, and then so the thing is the asterisk thing at the end, it needs to be, so the beginning needs to match, but it's
as an
the
example,
last part.
Yeah. But it could be the middle. Like I might say 1.star.4. Like say the middle was the difference, right?
Oh, can multiple of them be asterisks?
Yeah, like you might have like 1.4.3 and 1.2.3, and then you just want the middle to be the.
But it's always
think about it as like a you know, when you're doing file names or whatever, and you can put a star wherever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. How would you do that?
I do have the ability to generate those keys because I already am. So it might just be that I have to pre-generate the all the combinations.
Yeah. I do think it's possible though, because if you were to, I think
because I'm trying to get into arrays or something, const arrays, and then you might be able to.
Yeah, because I think you need to kind of destructure these first into a type, so you kind of like you would kind of generate a type out of these, which was like destructured, which looked like 1, 2, 3 kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And then you could add like an asterisk maybe to each of these ones. And then you could do extends key of like you could create a template literal which kind of extends key of. It would be insanely, but this is a fun one. Yeah, so what if you do S? Oh yeah, now I extends infer. Oh, infer A, infer B. Oh, and then infer C, and then you would say this is A.
A comma B comma C or something. Could that be like a const array or probably not?
Yeah, I would, but can I say key of? Oh, sorry, please never. Why is this complaining? Oh yeah, cause yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Cause you have to. You also have to check if A extends string, B extends string, and C extends string. never. Was that enough? Never. I think so.
Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3. No, I think one more maybe. But
one more. And there we go. I wonder, but should this be? Yeah, should this be like key of? Can this be key of? No, it should be like. Yeah, this is weird. How would you express that? Oh, wait, you can say, yeah, sorry. You can say, I think you can say record A. Does that work? Yeah. And then you could say record B.
Now you're just making stuff up, I reckon.
And then you would do or. And then I guess we can do a record here as well, because we're only interested in the keys, so it doesn't matter. And then we just say unknown or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this represents these ones as an object.
Holy crap.
Wait, T as test. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, the last one didn't work. Why didn't the last one work? Oh.
Oh, I think we're just missing a couple closey. Yeah.
No, that's weird. Identifier expected. So record a.
Oh, on the record.
Oh yeah, we're saying the value is. Shouldn't that work? Infer C. That's kind of weird. 3 or wait, it says or. Yeah, it's either. Yeah, I think I'm nesting this wrong way. So this is the key, and then we have the value. Shouldn't that? I thought that would work. Maybe we're just making this too complex for the playground. But yeah, boolean. And then if we say record C or star, that's weird. That's really weird.
Like if you did another record next, like, I don't know, instead of saying unknown or, yeah, just record C. No.
Well, it's so weird because it's saying that it's record 3 unknown or record 4 unknown. That doesn't make any sense. That should be record. Oh, yeah. I think it's because you see it can be
Either.
Yeah, there's something there. Good thing you but 1, yeah, and 2.
Yeah, I mean, change it and see if it works, I suppose.
Oh
and
yeah,
you'll know.
but I think this actually works. It's just that we can't express it diving into it, but we're not supposed to do that. So we're just going to use it. So let's see. Yeah, so what? So now we say that whatever comes in here extends S.
Yes.
And then, because I have this trick where you kind of say that it's, yeah, I think evaluate S. And then type value S extends. It doesn't matter. It's just a string. Well, we can say extends S, which is a little bit weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we need to do the. No, yeah, wait. It's sorry. So yeah, now it's there. So what we have to do, so this thing represents all variations of that. So we have to say this string passed in needs to. That's the tricky thing. It's like the first one, like the second one, depends on what you choose on the first one. So I think you kind of just have to say like any dot any, and then you kind of have to, well, you could state key of dest, but yeah, let's try this, and then t extends
we don't have to input dest in there somewhere, or
yeah, so you kind of do
here.
Yeah, so you do this, and then like any, we don't care about these yet. But how do we, wait a minute, how do we get, no, we have to do the same thing, I think. So we kind of have to, yeah, we have to do the structuring again. Yeah, so maybe we can rather say t extends this generic in, well, it's a string, string dot string dot string, and then we rather say t extends. So if you say, yeah, so string and can it like do this test t extends test yeah, so specific test would be test s, and then you have this other thing, so if test t extends specific test you say t or you say never. No, that didn't work, did it? Yeah, but you have to do the opposite, I think. So if oh.
Do you get like control space IntelliSense, or?
Yeah, so, oh yeah, like that? I'm not sure. No, probably not. But yeah, it didn't do that one.
Strings no sign, I would have never.
Yeah, maybe the star thingy is wrong. Maybe, I'm not sure. Specific test extends. Well, that's weird. Shouldn't it be like the narrow thing?
It does seem like that.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I would expect it to be like this. But it might also be that we would just have to, yeah, let's
Yeah, so the other one was working, wasn't it? Like when you did 3 or 4 in there, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the tricky thing is like you don't get the actual suggestions.
Completion, yeah.
Yeah, because
the other way would be for me to generate, say I've got the top 2 as const, would be to generate all the
exactly.
combinations,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you can do that. So like if we do the S, yeah, exactly. So it just needs to, yeah, so you can just generate a more specific type. Yeah, that's much better. So now we have this, oh, never. So now we have this object. Well, we can keep calling it test, but then type new strings. And then you basically just do key of, oh yeah, completely forgot this. A in key of test, and then B in key of test A, and then C in key of test A, B. Oh, like that. And then you say, yeah, I think you just say A, because now we have the asterisks in there. We can probably do this even better. Maybe. Anyways, A, B, C. Now, and that includes the... Why are you complaining? Ugh.
B is not assignable to strings.
B is...
Just when it was looking so nice.
So now we have... This should be all the strings. So if we do key of C here... oh, sorry, not key of C, but test... Where shouldn't it... Oh, no, sorry, C. No, is it? No, I guess it's key of test A, B. And then this would be key of test. Oh, sorry, test A.
Test A.
And then key of test. I think that gives you the... Yeah. Well, something, at least.
That's very close.
Yeah. 1, 2, and it didn't capture the last one. It's probably because we have to, yeah.
We need one more level, do we?
Yes, we need one more level.
Yeah, because we never defined test of A, B, C.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it kind of, yeah, because the D is like, we don't care about the D, but yeah, let's just...
Okay, just A, B, C.
What the hell did I do now?
In. Oh, in. It's in the in, yeah. And then you just your key of, I think you just need, yeah.
Why does it say never? Why doesn't A, B, and C extend? A, B, C. Oh, is that because... No. Oh, is that... How did it...
How did it just go away?
That's weird. That should work. C doesn't extend string.
Is it because we never reference? Oh no, we didn't reference C before either. I mean D.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious about this because we
Does
are
that work?
we're going through
Or
the
this
A's,
kind
we're going through the B's, we're going through the C's. So this should really work. I think we're just missing.
Maybe it's on the row above. Maybe the test is wrong.
Yeah, that could also be it. Yeah. Or it could be that, yeah, because C can be any, and that's the weird thing. Like A can be any of the A's, then B can be any of the B's, and C can be any of the C's. Yeah, that's really weird. 1, 2. Huh. That's super weird. Oh, you're not getting any. Yeah, I think maybe that's just a playground. Oh yeah, sorry, new strings. Yeah. But yeah, why doesn't that one work? That is super weird.
It's not to do with that unknown.
Oh yeah, that might be it. Yeah, because then it might be, maybe.
Because that's like the one that's.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, let's try again. Yeah, because these are. Yeah, I'm not sure.
We're deep in the hole.
Oh. Yeah, so
that still works there. So now go.
What?
Oh. 1, 2 star.
But maybe there's a way to, maybe there's a way to just do something like this. So you say A or star, B or star, C or star. Maybe that's better. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. And that makes more sense as well.
So we got something wrong. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's it.
That's pretty. That's crazy, isn't it? Like how powerful that stuff is.
Yeah, and I'm surprised how straightforward it kind of was at the end. Just pick each piece and then allow you to add an asterisk for each piece and put it back together.
If those pieces were different lengths, how would that change things? Could it not be done? Like say there was a 5 that was like 1.2.
Yeah.
Or 1.3.
Yeah, then you would have to do. So you would have to check specifically, like they already do quite a bit in TypeScript, like for when you have different number of arguments, I guess is one of them. So you would just do So if it extends 3 pieces or S extends, and then you just do AB,
Oh, yeah.
and you just do the same over and over for the number of components or pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems a little bit... It's probably going to be still shorter than having like actually writing out all the combinations as consts and then typing of them all together as well, right? Like in terms of, like, that's the other option, is just manually.
Yeah. And I guess it's like less, it's more reliable as well. I guess, at least if that is the rule, it's like the logic inside doesn't really care about each component. It's just like allows any of them to be asterisks. I guess having a single type reflects that better than if you... Well, I guess you said you were going to generate it, so I guess that would also be reliable, but yeah.
Yeah, if I just generated all combinations and then ordered them all together.
Yeah. But yeah, then it's your logic and not TypeScript's inference logic.
Yes.
So I don't know how you feel about that.
It depends who, yeah.
It's
Depending
nice to
on
blame
the
someone
day
else.
that I do it. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, it's some of the stuff's just got so crazy that you can even like think about doing these. But I suppose they all come from real world typing of JavaScript, right? Like when people do so many dynamic things with the language.
Yeah, I saw this example of someone who you could give it, what was it? You could like give it any JavaScript object to a function, and then it would return like what it would look like as stringified.
Oh yeah.
As a type.
As a type. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mental.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool how far they've gotten with like even in like in JavaScript as well, we do so much crazy stuff.
Yeah. No, I've been because I've been mucking around with the Monaco editor a bit, because I've been generating these types for sort of dynamic rules, I suppose, like a dynamic rules engine. And these are like the keys of the variables, I suppose. But yeah, Monaco's its own little beast, isn't it? I suppose.
Yes.
I don't know if you've dealt much. You probably have dealt a lot with it, but yeah, I've been having this issue recently where the types that I do generate, because everything's global in Monaco, every time, like, I don't know, the component or something mustn't be getting cleaned up correctly, because the next time you load it, you have like duplicate types.
Oh.
Or even worse, when you go to a different rule, for instance, where it's like has a different context, you get the types for the old one and the current one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
icky.
It's not good, because you're like, yeah, that shouldn't compile, or you should get errors, but then you look at the rules and it's like, oh, it's still got the old ones in there.
Yeah. Oh,
because we're kind of generating.
Reminds me of when I first got into like programming, and we used Firefox, and every time we made a code change, I had to go to the file menu in Firefox and manually clear the cache and then refresh, just to be certain. And even then good old days. Yeah, so you're building for sure. But what you're building, like a rule engine, well, how's that tied to Monaco? Is it like, does the users use Monaco to do something, or?
Yeah, I can. I can't show you on the stream, but if I can have a call outside of it, and I can show you. It's pretty cool though.
Awesome.
Just yeah, let me know when you have some time, and I can show you what I've been doing.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
For
Appreciate
sure.
that.
Yeah, this was fun, Adam.
Just when you were doing that stuff with the because what was that, the state machine stuff, and I was just watching and going, this is crazy. Like, this is
Yeah, it is. It is crazy.
just the fact that it can do all of that and come up with but you can't live without it now. Like, just the type renaming and refactorability of something. Like, I was just watching you before do some stuff, and you're just like, well, when you've changed something, and then 5 other files rely on that variable, and just goes nut.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know how people did it before.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like, it's mind-boggling for me. Like, I clearly, well, not clearly, but I know there is a time where I didn't use TypeScript and build quite complex applications. And
Well, yeah, I remember I did those original demos in Cerebral.
Yeah.
And you were like, why would you need this?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, you haven't worked much with strongly typed languages, have you?
Yeah.
or super large applications. Like, you can imagine CodeSandbox is pretty massive these days.
Yeah.
And the projects that I'm dealing with, we're at almost 2 million lines of code. So you can't do it. Like, any refactoring is impossible.
Yeah, I guess that was the thing. Maybe up to that time, I wrote a lot of code, but I never revisited and refactored it.
And it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose if you're doing libraries, I think, are probably a little bit easier as well, because you can write, a ton of unit tests that sort of make sense. Whereas a lot of the applications that you write, I think unit tests become sort of, very, very the same for each feature. You know what I mean? Like, get this data, map it to this data, put it on the screen.
Yeah.
And if you had to write tests for all of that all the time, I think, but that's the only other way you could do it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And even then, there might be something that's not tested, like some edge case or some things here, and don't have the same confidence. It's like what we're doing now with a code editor. Like, we're calling it CodeSandbox Projects now, but it has been more of a working title. So, but we have a lot of code that references project, and now we're changing that, so it's not like a project anymore. And just like conceptually changing the terminology of the app is also like, it will be, couldn't do it without typing, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just and it's important to do those refactors, like you said, because otherwise, even I was just before we jumped on here, like when you naming a variable in coded URI, right? Like, such a simple thing that now makes sense for anybody calling that method and anybody looking at that code. But even that change, as soon as you changed it, red lines everywhere else, right? Not referencing a variable. You're like, okay, I've got to change 5 different spots.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you'd be, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd do find and replaces like good old days.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to replace 100 variables? Maybe.
And you just refresh, and then if it runs, it's probably okay.
Yeah. Or you find out that down the track when it doesn't work, it reports a bug. Or an undocumented feature, as I like to call them.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Excellent. So you're enjoying things there, though? Things seem to be moving pretty well.
Yeah, with CodeSandbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be like at the end of this year. We're at the point where we can like make some really good estimates if we kind of made it or not.
Yeah.
Because we're now like we have something running now. Of course, there's still lots of work to do, but it's not like we feel very confident there is a market for this. But now we have to feel confident about there being a market that pays for this.
Yeah.
So it's the monetization part that we need to figure out the rest of this year. But it's
because there's definitely like you see a lot of examples using it these days, like especially on their documentation websites and things like that. So it's definitely got a name out there. So hopefully that can be leveraged, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Like we have different areas to play on. Not just like hardcore full development. It will be much harder to go straight into a new product with like full development, kind of challenging everyone else who's in that space. But we also have these like the prototyping part of version 1, and then we have all the embeds around there in the different documentation and stuff like that. So, but also like in terms of monetization, I think we also have a benefit in terms of like we really want our users to not think about the environment and the hardware. And for some developers that is important, but then you have to kind of use a different service. While we want to make it basically make it go away for you. So it's only the code, and that ties into monetization as well. You don't pay for hardware specs. We need a different model, and that could also be a benefit that we can simplify how you pay for it. So
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty. I was looking because I think you mentioned on the stream maybe like the underlying sort of virtualization or mini containers, even, right? Like mini VMs, aren't they?
Micro.
Which in micro, which I had never heard of, and I thought that was pretty awesome. Just the fact that that's how you get your isolation and everything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a blog post coming very soon on the technology powering this, but it's been like a journey of coincidence. Like, but it's kind of at the core, it's this idea of every environment, like every branch being an environment in itself.
Yeah.
And that was an idea that came up before we had the technology to actually do it. Because the technology we use is basically branching in itself. But instead of branching code, you're branching file systems and memory. So we kind of just merged those two concepts together. So now when you click branch, you don't only create an actual Git branch, you actually create a VM branch of file system and memory. And it makes so much sense because you just want to continue from where you are in terms of code, but now you also continue from where you are in terms of memory and the file system.
So those things, like, I know that, how many times I would have clicked on a CodeSandbox link, done some changes, and then just gone away. Like, do those things clean themselves up? And
so we have so we're currently working on that. So we have been kind of experimenting with like a sandboxing concept for the micro VMs. So we feel confident about that now. So we start actual official implementation of that next week. But so we'll have like proper. There are like different versions of these micro VMs. You have one if you're actually tied to a repo. You have one type of micro VM, which is a little bit more powerful and it's tuned for full development and team collaboration. And then you have like the the sandboxes, where you do like more prototyping stuff, they have a different kind of micro VM that's not as powerful. And then it's, as you said, like if you just branch out of someone's sandbox or you create like a contribution branch or something like that, that's like something we know. So we flag that, and then we can just clean it up when it's
after a certain time or whatever.
Yeah. But the nice thing is like we hibernate these things extremely quickly because they're so fast to bring back up. It's like milliseconds to bring them up again. So it's
so like when you click on a project like I've seen you do, that's literally bringing up a new thing, and then you're in the terminal like almost instantaneously, like as fast as the React can load, it's already loaded.
Yeah. And then we can do things like, so for example, for embeds, we are like working on the next version of the browser technology, so that even though you do server-side stuff on micro VMs, we can actually run that in the browser as well, as like, which fits embeds, right? Because that's just a view into the thing. It's not to develop on the thing. So yeah, it's super fun and exciting to see where it ends up. But
it's good to follow along. Appreciate the streams as always.
Yeah.
I normally just have them on in the background while I'm doing my own stuff. And then,
have a colleague, a very talkative colleague. You never get a chance to say something, just talks all the time.
It's a bit like that. But no, it's good. It's just seeing the different things, and you always get kind of depending on where you work, you're always doing something different, or and so it's good to see. It's good to see sort of something else, just those the experiences and what it's like and how you go about things. So I find that talking to people and hearing their experiences of doing things far more valuable than reading about something or someone theorizing about it. So yeah, that's a cool part from my point of view anyway.
Yeah, and I can also imagine it's like I get very frustrated, and I guess that's also a nice thing. If you're having a good,
you can hear me laughing some of the time, so I'm just. Some of them. One of them, I reckon, I almost fell off my chair. I was laughing so hard. I think you might have said 20 swear words in a row. And I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh gosh, he's probably going to delete his stream or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice thing. Like, I remember when I was a consultant last time, it was quite like there was an established culture there, and they had like, I called it a old people's home, because they had like cake every Friday, and everybody was so freaking quiet there. So I kind of made that a mission to kind of loosen up. So I started like shouting curse words and stuff when I was frustrated. It was kind of funny, but that's nice.
Just like in some of the ones where you start and you go for like 3 or 4 minutes and you go, nah, this is fucked, and you're like, you shut the stream down. I'm just laughing so hard. Like, yep, this is the same stuff that I go through, just not in public.
Did you see the one when Oscar, the little one, spilled water all over my keyboard?
Yeah.
When I curse in Norwegian, then it's like it doesn't get
There
more
you go.
spontaneous than that.
Always serious, yeah. Yeah, I think you did another one when I think you did like half an hour of changes, and then you git reset head hard or something, or when you were doing that, must have been the branching, the merging one or whatever, the rebasing project, and you did it on the same repo, and
Oh yeah.
literally half an hour worth of work gone. And you're just looking like, did I just do that? Like,
oh, that's funny.
how many times I've done that? You're just like, as you're typing and as you push enter, you go, oh no. I've just git reset and it's gone. I didn't even half commit. That's why a lot of the times now I just do work in progress commits, because at least it'll be in the ref log or anything, right? There's a checkpoint somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm on a roll and I know that I've completed a lot and it hasn't been easy to get to the end. And then I get paranoid. Like, I'll go to bed and I'll be like, did I push that somewhere other than my machine? What if my machine goes down overnight? What if?
Exactly.
I just start pushing to as many remotes as I
can. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, those are the things we also talked about. Is like when we control the environment, that we can actually do these things. Yeah, create these commits, and we can push them to like hidden branches and stuff, so they don't pop up on GitHub, and we can do a lot of cool stuff there.
So most of that integration is still with like GitHub and stuff, isn't it? For the repo stuff, or just anything Git?
Well, we treat GitHub as like a code provider, which is like a Git code provider, and then we haven't fully explored if do we consider all providers to be Git providers, or So
I suppose it depends if you're doing any like direct API calls or it's all through like the Git.
Yeah, exactly.
Client.
So that's something we also have discussed a lot with like sandboxes. Do we want them to be, even though it's not experienced as Git based, do we still want them to be Git based? Because we can do pretty cool things like if you think about the history of code changes, even though we wouldn't create a concept of creating a commit, or even creating commits when you save, or even create commits when it hibernates. We could have adding checkpoints, for example. So in your prototype, you would say, okay, I want to save this moment in time, and then that actually becomes technically a commit, and then suddenly
like a snapshot.
Snapshot. Yeah, right. And then
like micro VM snapshot almost.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really cool. So
that's pretty powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you can have a timeline, and you can move between them and stuff.
Yeah. Roll forward and roll back through them.
Yeah. Which is super powerful for you wouldn't do that on a big project, but it's super powerful for a sandbox prototyping kind of experience. So
yeah. No, that's it's crazy how far some of these technologies have come in the last few years.
Yeah, and that's how it feels like the stuff we built now with the micro VMs and this picture process acting as an API to be consumed from the outside, like a headless environment kind of thing. It's the most awesome toolbox, and we're just constantly coming up with, we could actually do this now, and it's just Sky's the limit.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for that, and now I'll catch up and I'll give you a demo of what I've been doing at some point.
For sure. Looking forward to it.
Cool. Thanks, mate.
Bye for now.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we have. So I have a meeting. When is it? Oh, is it cancelled? Why is it cancelled? Oh, I think it's because if you have ESLint. I'll try restarting the VM as some are still running on old picture. Cool. Okay, so that was cancelled. So I just have coffee chat at 3 with Ace. Ace is our developer relations person. Is the one doing the official streams. So that's gonna be nice, but I don't think I'll stream that. But that was fun. Like, I really like this. And I also noticed I can just go into the streaming app and just click go live. And then I can rather share like the current live URL. So I don't actually have to publish all these streams, or at least don't have to plan all the streams. I can just go in and click stream, which is nice. So I'll change that up a bit. Let's see. Let's see. Let me turn on my music again. These socks are killing me. Cool. The next thing to look at is, did I get an approval on the formatting? No. Yeah, and I'm just related to files with special characters, but not in production yet. What were we going to do? Yeah, weird file name, that's fixed. Awesome. Yeah, so we can watch node modules for ESLint to automatically trigger ESLint instead of doing this lookup. Well, not lookup, but yeah, I don't think we actually need. Yeah, let's wait for that one to watch ESLint, because I think maybe maybe the daemon does this automatically, actually. So we need to test this new thing first. Is that formatting issue? Oh, I did deploy. Oh shit, we have to test this. Stream. God damn it. Dashboard. We have to test this new thing where if we don't have ESLint installed, it shouldn't do linting. I deploy that to stream. Which commit is that? Which version are we running on? Picture commits. Do not run. Okay, 181.3. Let's see here. Let's branch this. Boom, boom, boom. So I guess this is not running then. No, let's restart. Let's see if we get a new one. Oh yeah. Oh, what the hell happened to my camera? Oh, there I am. How do I put my head in there? So here I am. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I think. No. I don't understand this scene stuff. What the hell? Oh, that's something else. I want the opposite. I want my face Rooney in the thingy. Why? Now I suddenly have my face. Where did it go? Options. Show picture in picture. Yes, but not this picture in picture. I want to add my face. Crop split screen. This is so weird. There has to be a button for this somewhere. Oh, what happened there? Crop to fill? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I should probably have that. Crop to fill. Yeah, face Rooney in the thingy. We have a Slack channel called Context-Free Quotes. As an example, let's see, context-free quotes. You get hit with a switch and get taken to Spain. Anyone want to add context to this uncertain kitten? You'll need to add your kittens. Can I go pee-pee? Yes, I need to go food. Yeah, that's actual things being said. But yeah, I don't. So I had like an overlay here. That was my face. Oh, overlays. There we go. Screen share. No, not screen share. Oh, cool. I actually have... Oh, wait. Now I see it. So, camera. There we go. Oh, cool. But this is not the same as the other one. Yeah, this is weird. Oh, there we have the... Yeah, this is a weird one. Camera options. Shape. Classic. There we go. Yeah, but this is much better. Like it has even... Ooh, and a border. Nice. That's pretty cool. Corner radius. Ah. I should have used this one all the time. Okay, anyways. There I am. Should it be bigger? A little bit bigger. There you go. Can I crop it? Camera options. Oh, transition. Huh. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. What were we going to do? Watch node move. No, we were testing. That's the thing. So here we do have ESLint. So we're going to well, basically the only thing we need to do is remove, what the hell? We need to remove ESLint. I might need to restart the thingy, the VM, but yeah. No modules ESLint. There we go. Let's just delete the config and everything. Let's imagine this project never had ESLint. We're going to try that first. We're going to kind of test the extent of how dynamic this is. Is it able to like get it running if we haven't installed it and suddenly install it and so on and so on. Yeah, because I think, yeah, that's interesting. One thing we didn't implement is the ability for it to, when we try to send a message, maybe that's how we should do it. But then yeah, I don't think that's smart. I think we need our own logic to detect if we should run the ESLint daemon or not. Or we'll try to start it all the time. On every single lint, we'll try to start it. And then it just constantly fails and it seems like unnecessary overhead. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so this already looks good. I'm not getting any linting. And I'm not getting any errors. So what happens now? Let me try to restart. The big question though is where the hell are we going to implement that logic of watching the node modules? Nice. I'm not getting anything here now. But if I were to git reset hard, unintentional git reset hard, and do a yarn install, I guess it still shouldn't work because we don't have any logic to like start the daemon again. But if I were to restart now, it should be working again. Did I have... Well, I guess we don't really have much linting here. Let me add a rule. No console. Let's give that an error. Oh, this is bad. It's not running at all. This is really bad. Do we actually have ESLint in the... Yeah, okay, this is bad. It didn't work. I'll just to test, I'm going to restart once more. I wonder why it didn't work. Like, it should definitely work. So it tries to resolve from... No, there it worked. Why? Oh, this scares me. Why didn't it work the first time I restarted? Okay, so it did kind of work. This is scary. What should we do about this? Oh, let's try removing it again and add it again. And it should be enough just to remove the package. What the hell? Okay, let's restart project. So good, I'm not getting any linting. That's expected. And then I do a yarn install. Do we already have? Huh, that's funny. Oh, maybe that was the problem. Maybe. Yeah, so this is expected because we don't have any logic to start the daemon. Because now it stopped. But if I restart now, it should start working again. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so how should we deal with this? So yeah, we can't, like, there's two alternatives. We can just allow the linter. We can just send messages to ESLint. And whenever the daemon is stopped, we'll try to start it, but that will fail with an error. And I don't like that. Because if you don't have ESLint, you don't have ESLint. We don't need all that stuff running. So another approach is to watch node modules at the root to see if ESLint is being added there. Which is not, doesn't require much. We're just watching one folder. And maybe it could even be a concept. So we talked about how can we help the user understand better what formatters are running and stuff. Maybe we could create a concept in Pitcher which looks at node modules in general, just to understand what packages are being added and removed, and then run logic based on that. So we would have like just a utility, like a package utility that notifies us with an event every time a package is added or removed. And then we can just basically randomly run logic related to that. We can send a notification. So for example, when ESLint is added to node modules, we'll start the ESLint daemon internally, and we can create a notification to the client that states that, hey, we saw ESLint was installed, we just started the ESLint daemon kind of thing. And we could probably use that for other things as well. But yeah, that's probably premature. But I don't know how. Like it just, we could also just try to start the daemon. But it just feels wrong. Like every single hover code interaction just sends a message, tries to start the daemon. It needs to do a require resolve to find the ESLint. And then, yeah. I don't like that either. Huh. It's nice. I can like add. Oh, what's this? Ooh. I have, yeah, because I added these overlays. That's true. What was this? Yeah, let's remove this one. Oh, so I can like show it and hide it. And this is so cool. Forgot chat with Eva's coming soon. Oh, and I even have hotkeys. How do I showing current scene? How do I delete these? Doesn't matter. And I can do like new group. Oh, new widget. New countdown. Wow. Lots of cool stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for I need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm going to go to the. I'm going to create an overlay. And let's see, at lunch. Can I do like this? Isn't there like a toilet emoji? There is. Isn't there like a poop emoji? Oh. Yeah. I'm not sure how. Let's people keep people guessing. We don't have to be that explicit. Nice. Look at that. Whoop. Yeah, can I add some text to this? On the potty. Potty? Is that potty? Is that the term? On the. Be right back. Yeah, and then we can have a toilet on both ends. That's nice. Yeah, this is amazing. Oh, and perfectly took up the whole screen. Be right back. Okay, cool. I'm going to reflect on this and I'll be back. All right. How are we going to solve this one? No, I think let's just explore the concept of yeah, we need to create a new issue at least. Let's see, let's close all this stuff down. This is a feature. Start, stop, or activate, deactivate based on. And it's like a bigger question of like, should ESLint be activated, deactivated based on being in package.json, or being actually installed in node modules? Personally, I think it should really be package.json, because if you remove ESLint from package.json and you do like a yarn install and stuff like that, like it might still be there. Like you don't have a guarantee that it's removed. The only true guarantee you have that the user doesn't want ESLint to be part of the project is package.json. Activate, I think. That's my opinion. And it also simplifies, because I already believe we look at package.json on being available in project. I want to first explore looking at the root package.json. But then you can argue, like, in a monorepo, is ESLint installed in the root package.json? Maybe not, but I think it should. Or you very easily risk having different versions of ESLint for the different packages, and I can't imagine you want to have that. Because we cannot, because node modules is weird. It does not really guarantee reflecting your project configuration. Yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to do it now, and it's going to be me doing that. And we add it to the August engineering cycle. Cool, let's take a look. Bloop, bloop, bloop. We should also do a deployment today if Evis could approve the formatting issue. How did I actually do this? Is it much to... Cool. Where were we? Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully he just ignores me if I'm bumping him too much. Okay, so this is going to be exciting to see what kind of logic we already have related to package.json, because we have this thing called a setup provider, and this setup provider wow, this is pretty clean. It's nice work. I'm not sure exactly what it's responsible for. We have task provider, which also has something to do with package.json. I thought we had this configuration provider, but maybe we don't. System provider? What the hell is that? Oh yeah, that's something else. Okay, let's look at the task provider. Because I'm very confident this looks at package.json. Yeah, on FS watch events, task config, yeah. On FS watcher event, is this like even changes? Okay, but we should do something similar to this then. Tasks configuration relative path. Yeah. What is this? Indent once. Oh yeah, utilities for the task provider. Okay, I think we should try this. We do the same thing as the because it gets this on FS Watcher event, so we're going to do that for our language provider as well. Maybe it already has access to this. I think actually it does. No, it only has the file provider. Okay, so let's add on FS Watcher event. On FS Watcher event. So what we would need to do here, this is the tricky thing. The language provider is responsible for this. We can start and stop the daemons based on this. I'm just writing a question to product. When you install ESLint, that formatting stops working until you install the Prettier plugin for ESLint. The reason it works this way is because we yeah. No, I'm not going to ask that question. Let's look at this. So, so language ID. Like the thing is, we don't really have direct access to the servers. I guess we could just go through every server. that's the thing. Like, for example, Prettier is part of multiple servers. And ESLint is a server in itself. I'm just wondering if we're able to, I guess, don't we have, yeah, language server. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Like, ESLint isn't really a server in the sense that we have these servers. JSON and not Prettier either. Maybe we should move them away from servers. Yeah, let's do that, because these are really not servers. Well, it depends how you. Well, they are kind of servers. But the thing is, like, so we have these language servers, JSON, CSS. How would we ensure that? Yeah, because that's also interesting. Like, if you have ESLint, does ESLint actually lint CSS? I guess it doesn't. Like, it's part of, at least not in our solution. So in our solution, we use Prettier to format CSS and JSON. I'm not sure if, well, ES, it does make sense that it formats CSS or JSON, I guess. I think I need some cake. I'm going to grab some cake, and then I'm going to think about how we can go and grab these language servers and call methods on them. Because when we have the language server, does it have like, it has like, oh no. So it doesn't actually have, yeah. We could extend handle because I guess this is what the LSP proxy is. This has the handle stuff, right? Yeah. So we could extend this to have handle like handle formatter change or something. That's the funny thing, is like we always want to run Prettier under the hood. It doesn't matter. The only thing is ESLint. So in that sense, ESLint, it's very, very specific that we want to tell ESLint. Okay, I'm grabbing cake and I'm thinking about this. Be right back. Nei, det blir bra. Ja, ja. Nei, det blir bra.
Men det var liksom noen sånn vishy-woshy-setninger fra meg, for at det er så ekkelt å være den som bare snakker og snakker. Så det var litt sånn, jeg bare merket at nå bare snakker jeg masse ord her. Men man blir jo litt stresset når man blir intervjuet og hører noen skrive. Det er ikke rart.
Superstress.
Så det er bra. Det må feires uansett det her. Ja, men skal komme og ta bilder i morgen.
Ta bilder, ja?
Ja, ja.
Veldig bra.
Men ja, så lenge jeg får lese gjennom, så går det bra, for da kan jeg rette opp i... Jeg kan jo bare skrive forslag til endringer da, ikke sant?
Ja.
Ja,
nei. Du må bare si det. Jeg fikk ikke helt fram hva jeg mente her.
Ja, mente det her, ja.
Jeg må bare si du var litt nervøs.
Ja. Ja, ikke sant.
Det blir bra, humor.
Ja.
Yeah, my partner got a call from a newspaper, and I wanted to interview her, and she was like super nervous about the whole thing because she's just starting out with this new project. But it's cool. It's fun. Okay, we talked about ESLint is very, very specific, related to starting and stopping it. Well, not really. It's not ESLint itself. It's actually the TypeScript server. Because this is the one that decides if it's going to use ESLint or Prettier in terms of formatting. So we could, so we could actually, since this controls ESLint, like we should put ESLint inside TypeScript, really. Because it's only used there. It's a little bit, at least for now. Anyways. Okay. So this is specific. So we could have like a set formatter method on it, and how would it know what the initial value should be? Yeah, it doesn't only need to listen to changes to package.json, it also needs to read it. And the question is, should we hook onto existing logic, or should we just do that here? What's interesting though is that we already have logic for finding packages, but I don't think finding the package is the right solution here. I think we should look at package.json instead. It's just a better experience, I think. And Jasper is on vacation, so now I'm the king. Find package roots. Do we have anything else here? Is this only used by that other thing? not change, go to references. Yeah, it's only used by the text formatter. Does the TypeScript server know the package? No, sorry, the project root. Lint queue, duplicating promise queue. Wow. Yeah, it has project root. Okay, so if we just use the project root to listen for changes to package.json, we read it initially and then we and then we watch it. I think that should be a very specific thing to ESLint, at least for now. Okay, let's try that. Let's code it. Let's build it. Oh, I have... What about Ace? Okay, probably not going to get this done, but I really want to talk to Ace, so we got 2 fixes out for production today, ready for production, so we should be happy about that. But let's look at this thing. So how do we want to implement this? So there's 2 aspects. It's reading the initial package.json, and it's listening to changes. So we could have okay, so we need one utility to figure out if ESLint is part of package.json. And then we need a utility to read package.json. And then we need a utility to listen for changes to package.json, and then we can reuse the read utility and then notify. Okay, so let's just, I want to create those utilities right in here. So let's import fs from, we have this thing called fs extra. Yeah, another thing I want to look into, we can do that tomorrow, that is debouncing diagnostic messages, because we're sending way too many of them. Or maybe we can throttle, like we shouldn't debounce, we should just, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can, yeah, so we don't actually, like all messages needs to be responded, that's important. But we can decide what is the latest diagnostic message for that specific file, and then we'll just keep returning that while we're debouncing. And then the final, yeah, that's the problem though. We don't know when the final, we wouldn't debounce, we would throttle. Yeah, I think that would improve the experience. Not debounce, throttle diagnostic messages. So we wouldn't like skip any of them, which is like what throttle is, but we would just return the previous one until the throttle occurs. Maybe we should do debounce. So debounce, but we do not skip messages. We just return the previous one until we like debounce, and then we send yeah, because the thing is, like, if you get a lot of like messages just going in, that means you're typing basically. But it's a little bit tricky because that also affects, like, what if you just hover something? you want that to appear as fast as possible. But if we do a debounce for like 100 milliseconds, maybe a bit more, then that will also be delayed a little bit. And already with the latency we have, it's incredibly tricky. But just writing this thing, import fs from fs extra, like it's weird to have those errors there. I'm not done typing. Maybe we could rather look at the severity. So if the linting includes, if linting includes severe problem, like it can't even parse it, then we like there's different kinds of errors, and severe means there's something like really bad going on. If listing includes severe problem, debounce it. So we'll if there's a severe problem, we'll just return a previous diagnostics message, and we'll debounce it until we have a new not severe message. Yeah, I think that makes sense, because when we do this typing, we only want to lint valid code. That's my point. We only want to lint valid code, and if code is invalid, like syntax valid, parsable code. We only want to lint parsable code, and if code is not parsable, we can safely debounce a little bit. Like if you have 100, 200 milliseconds delay on a non-parsable code, that doesn't matter. It's the parsable. Yeah, wow. I think I'm on a roll today. I feel like super pumped. Maybe it's the cake, but yeah, I feel pumped. What do we want to do? Export function, read package JSON, project root is a string, so we need to import path star. Oh, I have to write this to Evis. Came up with something I think is quite brilliant. Instead of debouncing lint diagnostic requests, we rather look at the severity of the lint. In practice, it will mean this. If the code is parsable, we'll immediately return the diagnostics. If not, we'll debounce in the sense that we return the previous diagnostics. No, wait, that's not possible. Yeah, so like if it's typically debounce means like we discard of the request, but in this case we'll return the previous diagnosis instead of discarding. If not, we'll debounce. We'll debounce. If the code is parsable, we'll immediately return the diagnosis. If not, we'll debounce the evaluation. That means we check if the code is parsable. If it is, we return diagnostics immediately. If not parsable, we'll do a debouncing mechanism that does not discard requests, but rather returns the previous lint results. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense, does it? Because, like, yeah, that doesn't work. If not, we debounce. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Like, we can do exactly what I said, but something similar. In practice, that means no linting is really going on when the code is not parsable, but rather if you stop typing and the code is still not parsable, you will get a lint error about that after like 200 milliseconds. To create an epic experience, as now it feels like a blinking Christmas tree. Okay, export function. Why is this complaining, by the way? Unexpected empty function, makes sense. Okay, so we need to return fs read. Well, we don't actually should we do promise? Maybe it already does that. Oh. Wow, it feels really slow, the linting. Like this kind of, the lookup stuff, it's incredibly slow. Look at that. That's something we have to check. Linting is very slow. It might be, yeah, no idea why. We'll have to figure out what takes time. Yeah, and then yeah, and we should JSON parse, like to figure out if ESLint is in there. I don't think we actually need to. That's the interesting thing. Like we could, well, it doesn't matter. To properly check it, we need to do this. You see that the formatting is crazy fast, but the linting is crazy slow. I wonder why. Because ESLint is really fast, so... Actually, what I think it is ESLint D. I think it's actually running the CLI every time. Because I saw there were like 2 different implementations. Like CLI. Because running the CLI engine, I would expect that to be really slow. Cache.easlint. I wonder what this is. Get cache. Oh yeah, it's using yeah, it does feel super slow. Yeah, we have to explore why that linting is so freaking slow. That makes no sense. Export function. Yeah, so this doesn't need to be export function is ESLint installed. I was wondering if it could be like a function that returns true or false. And then you have like a callback. I think we need to export function watch ES. Well, that's the thing, right? Even though you add ESLint, you could have the opposite problem as well. Like you have ESLint added to package.json, but it hasn't been installed yet. So basically there are two yeah, maybe this should actually be added to detect formatter. And we'll rather detect the formatter, yeah. Yeah, okay, let's change this. So we'll do export function watch formatter. So that means, oh. Yeah, maybe, so this is, god damn it. Find package. Read package JSON. Fuck, I can't decide on this. Package JSON.ts. So that's like find package, and then we have Okay, we won't be able to finish this anyways. I have to think. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, god damn it. I'm just wondering what kind of utility to create. Should it be like if I do read file and watch, we could just import fs. Like it doesn't have to be, but we had this addition of like parsing. Yeah, I have to think about this. We can rather continue on this tomorrow. And I think I'll stop streaming now as I'm going into a session. But yeah, this was fun. We got a lot of stuff fixed. So tomorrow it's this thing, and let's explore that debouncing concept. That's going to be interesting. Nice. Okay, bye for now.